Okay, I think I'm ready to enter Myorzo, but you really should try to do as much as you can before then. They will lock you in. Home of the Critia.
Man, this is amazing! Hey, look!
They're all Critians.
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Well, well. So it was you who called on Myorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster an Entelekea, perhaps?
It's Baul. Have you forgotten him?
Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name. There was something you had to attend to, and...
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Please feel free to do as you wish.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
That's actually called rude.
You're one to talk, Rita.
All Critians are pretty much like that. Like what? Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse.
The Critians who live on the surface are like that too.
Living together with humans, the Critians on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder for weird people.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here.
This should be interesting.
The Critians are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
So that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
How juvenile.
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about our personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri?
I'd like to ask the same thing, Yuri.
It's you.
Ah, man.
Yeah, no going back yet. Made sure to master a ton of weapons and altered arts first. In preparation for all the new stuff I'm gonna find here. Barrier? It's like a super tent. The tent to end all tents. Well, not really, because it's still a single-use thing. Enter this huge door. Okay, need to find a good place to save, maybe?
I never would have imagined there'd be a city in a place like this.
There's so many types of Blastia I've never seen before.
Looks like the Critians really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place.
Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes it very easy to believe that.
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Mrs. Stell.
Really, that would be nice, but...
It's not working.
It doesn't have a core. It's just the body.
This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's been a long time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion outside. You've returned to us.
These children are humans who are traveling with me.
This is Blastia, is it not?
Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
Do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing Apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed Apatheia?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears Apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it, and thus its numbers were also increased. Our legends tell us that cores were always produced in this way.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah. The Apatheia that comes from Entelikeia, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about Apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think?
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times. And if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Myorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Hey there, where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelikeia. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
Gotcha.
Patty, we're leaving.
Oh yeah, I'm coming too. You used to live in Myorzo, Judy?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
What sort of kid were you?
A little shy and overindulged, maybe?
A little shy?
That's hard to picture.
It is beyond imagining, isn't it?
Everyone told me I was a strange child.
Yes, I can see that. A child being called strange by strange people.
She must have been Judy-like since she was little.
I'd like to ask you all exactly what that means to each of you.
That's a wonder shot. Guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you to cook as a reward. Cream stew. Give you this so you can practice. Gotta go, so leave me again. Krista Maven, General Shupton Neb. This stuff has been here in the city for ages. Would you like to have it? I'll trade you gold coins for it. Yeah, that's a bunch of new stuff, including Super Chain 5 stuff. Wait a minute. Oh. I was thinking, yeah, Merfolk Sword is only for stealth, shoot. Another warehouse. You guys wouldn't happen to be the brave Vesperia, would you? How'd you hear of us? Actually, we are. I heard you specialize in cleaning up warehouses. How about it? Will you let us a hand? We will, of course, pay you for your efforts. Alright, leave it to us. Alright, thanks a lot. Pull this, but which direction? Well, this game does not give me any room. There we go. That's how I get across. God, yeah, this puzzle really requires you to think outside the box, huh? There. Ten simply goes here. 11 goes all the way forward. "12 push down. Go. Hourglass. Nice. There. "17 push next to 16. Always pull it back out later, as long as I don't drop it down a hole. I need to bring that down. bunch of stones. Dragon boots. One box got left over, is that fine? 2,000 gold, yeah, those are the full rewards, right? Aerial magic garden step away. Okay, say the House with the Red Roof will continue the story, but what about the other houses? Oh, there's a convenient save point. Probably should have gone there first. A free inn? Oh look, Judith is with you. Do you remember me? It's me. You all look the same.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here. I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now please, step this way if you will. Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Myorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams, veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
What's happening?
Whoa. So the Nagig can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form is revealed.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritia, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Geraios and ancient sages. Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adephagos.
Adephagos?
The world united to challenge the Adephagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Untilakea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Geraios civilization was lost, the Adephagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adephagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring. What is that?
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adephagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Myorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Still left the party.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan then? I will not let that happen! Never! I won't give up on her!
Hey. What the heck? Specific? It's in such a corner. Treat. The group gels. I'm afraid we can't offer you any special hospitality, but please make yourself at home.
The Cataclysm? The Adephagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the Child of the Full Moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Adephagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Adephagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia.
But every Blastia on the planet, and as well as any child of the full moon?
That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Adephagos will awaken. This is what the Untelakea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives.
Especially the barriers.
Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia, too.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible?
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air. But I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power?
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Adephagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that?
Raven left the party.
This Blastia is working. Why?
Someone put a new core in?
It's fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp Blastia?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
What could a functional Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
What do you mean?
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she?
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Very well.
Let's look for them too.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
Do you think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Good thing I didn't put anything too valuable on them. But how do they even know to use that Blastia?
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
Did they ask around about this Blastia?
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look for them.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's reckless to just go searching blindly.
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving the town without saying anything to us? Not a chance.
Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. And words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that.
That Raven was working with the Knights as well. Yup.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to follow them!
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What? Aren't you worried?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry.
Got any ideas?
Ah, yes. The Master of Myorzo might have some idea.
He's an Entelikeia after all. Maybe he felt the flow of air from the Blastia. Did you hear it? Could you tell us where it was? To the west. A sea of sand. A town? It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormungand.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder such a burden. Haven't you suffered enough?
Thank you, Elder. But I'm not suffering anymore. If you went into the outside world, you might understand too.
Guardian of the Truth. Okay, they say to re-enter Myorzo and rest at the inn. Where's she going this late at night? I should be asleep too, for that matter.
Just what do they eat to get this big?
The only thing they eat is air. Any air that doesn't become an apatheia gets metabolized and makes them this size.
And they can live on just that?
Air contains all the necessary ingredients for life.
Huh. Well, that's a little trick we humans can't do.
The Entelikeia have each evolved into a particular form that best suits their needs. It takes time. Many, many times the length of a human life.
So that's why they keep to themselves, even though they're all part of the same group.
Yes. Human knowledge can't compare to the knowledge the Entelikeia accumulate over their lives.
But even though they're smarter than humans, they don't use magic.
The Entelikeia have no need to rely on magic to defend themselves, unlike humans.
Okay, but magic can be used for other things besides self-defense.
I guess they had no desire for power other than to protect themselves.
So they had a totally different set of values.
That different set of values has led to the wars between the humans and the Entelikeia.
And the two sides had to come together somehow to defeat the Adephagos in the past. Man, you gotta wonder how crazy that must have been.
I don't know. Boyul's still young. He wasn't alive during those times.
Even so, he's been around more than 100 years already, right?
Yeah, but that would only make him around 20 in human years. I imagine Pharaoh would know about the events of that era.
I wonder if he'd be willing to tell us about it.
We won't know until we ask. Shall we meet with him so you can ask in person?
We will soon enough. We haven't solved any of Estelle's issues, so he'd probably just yell at us again.
You're right.
Okay, so something's happening in Jormungand. What the? The entire town's disappeared?
What's happening?
The effects of, yeah, it was supposed to be, the time gap. Everyone we met there was a ghost, huh?
What's going on? It's just a pile of ruins.
This didn't just happen in a few days. This is like hundreds of years.
Maybe there was a huge fire that... no. Not a chance of that happening, huh?
Quiet. Someone's here.
Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rhizomato formula.
That's the dragon from the Wizened of Kodos.
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find Estelle first.
They got away.
Huh?
There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen, but so be it.
Alexei, what are you doing here?
Yeah, he's connected to Raven somehow.
Ah, looking for the princess? I'm impressed you found your way here.
Do you know where Estelle is?
What do you think you're doing?
Is this your idea of a joke, Commandant?
I am at a loss as to how to thank you. Your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption.
Long ago, there was the pirate Ifrid, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work, far surpassing theirs.
You're some of the most talented and foolish performers I've seen.
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over. It is time for you to exit the stage.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrives.
Flynn!
Commandant! How could you? You're the pride of the Imperial Knights. How could you commit treason?
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
This is madness.
My lord, all is in readiness.
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation to you. And Yoder's fate as well.
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop us, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the Shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Alexei! You won't get away with this!
Alexei had some connection to Ifrid as well. Used him as a pawn somehow?
Yuri, come on! Yuri?
Yuri Lowell, give yourself up!
Is now really the time?
The Shrine of Bactian is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Egathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
And Raven.
We don't have much information, so I guess we'll just have to go check it out.
We can't just sit here and ignore that guy!
What's the matter, Patty?
Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Ifrid?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out, we can get Estelle back.
But what about Raven?
I'll bet he delivered Estelle to them and then just took off.
No, Raven. He wouldn't do that.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, that's only logical, right?
Is Raven the reason why Alexei was able to outplay the Dawn?
It's possible he was captured as well.
Well, whatever. Let's get going. Yuri?
Yuri.
Flynn. A word?
Very well. Let's talk over there.
Part of everyone, except just me and Flynn now. Damn, this place is so empty. Is this the inn I used to stay at? Or was that the item shop? I think there are some things that could be only be obtained at this item shop too. That's bad.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the Empire from within? You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alexei's string. Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn. How could you possibly not know?
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei. The responsibility is mine.
So your pursuit of the Apatheia at Nordopolica was on Alexei's orders, I presume?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. Tell me what happened. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation. The abuse of the residents at Mantaic. All of Cumor's activities, the forbidden development of New Blastia, all of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under Alexei's orders.
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant, Alexei, was not always this way. You of all people should remember. Those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once held dear. That was why I...
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original intentions. Not that I have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No, that never would have happened if I hadn't been blind to Alexei's true nature. I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight, even when I doubted them. It was my lack of thought that brought this about.
Since when is moaning and whining part of a knight's job description?
You impudent!
No. It is as she says. I must shoulder this responsibility. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness? If anything were to happen to him, the Empire...
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on ensuring his safety.
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vesperia is going to rescue Estelle.
Then let me join you. Let me be a member of Brave Vesperia.
Hold on, you're a knight. You can't have double allegiances like that. Unless you... well, we can always sign you up as a client, I guess.
Captain?
Yes, you can be our client just like Estelle once was.
A knight joining a guild? Don't make me laugh.
I was unable to prevent the Royal Guard from abducting Her Highness. I am duty-bound to correct this wrong by saving her.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild. But if you want to come with us, I won't stop you.
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do, right?
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown into disorder. I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher. I must ask you to take care of the prince.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Please tell His Highness the same.
Understood. Yuri, thanks.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to see you're back to your old self.
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes Blastia technology.
Yes, now he's willing to stretch the rules to get his priorities right.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything points back to him. All right, next stop, the Shrine of Bactian. We're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there, and show Alexei just who he's messing
Problem
with.
is, all of Flynn's arts usage will probably be other crap, so I'm gonna have to grind him off screen using a minimal damage skill.
Agreed.
Eternal Rival title. Join the party reunited with everyone. And guess what? He's probably gonna be my only healer. What the heck's higher level than Yuri? Again? Even though I'm over leveled for this point in the game. Also, how much did you master? Oh my goodness. He's got some... oh no. I was hoping he would at least get some of the altered arts by himself without my input. Yep, time to grind him. Grind him until he gets all these skills and gets all his altereds. He has 0 altered arts. Damn. At least he has Sword Rain, the classic multi-hit skill. He only has First Aid and Luminous Sight. First Aid is my only healing option, and he's only ever used it twice. Oh boy. He's got equipment, but not much else. Attack Ring. Wait, did I leave that on him the whole time? I'm pretty sure I did. No wonder I couldn't find it. I must have left it on him when he left at the end of part 1. Whoops. Good thing I took the spike shield off Estelle. Now I can have him use it. And he has good armor. That's about it. He also has pretty good TP growth, or maybe that's just because he's one level higher than Yuri. Payback.
Just who does that idiot commandant think he is?
Barbos, Rigaud, even Jaeger. Alexei was behind all of them.
And now he's taken Estelle.
I won't let him do this.
I am gonna rip him to shreds the moment we get Estelle away from him.
He must receive his due punishment. We can't let him get away.
Treating Lady Estellise in that manner. Alexei is no longer the man I trusted.
He's evil. That's all there is to it. And he will not change. It's time for some payback.
Vigilante-style payback. Seriously, what is he trying to do? Using the Blastia like that. He knows he's going to hasten the demise of the world that way, right? And also, he must have has he been to Myorzo before? Because there's no other way Raven would know about the teleporter, right? Yeah, it really sucks we won't be able to use this towns here ever again. What the heck is going on here? Why are there suddenly NPCs? So hot, there's no shade at all. Wearing this armor is like being on the grill. Stand guard here, it's torture. I suppose things are as strange as the Imperial Knights hiring us for some reason or in the Blastia excavation do happen. We're supposed to be searching for clues as to some Knights captain's motive. Do you think there's been some internal friction among the Knights? The Flynn Brigade is a ranger unit, so we were able to see so many different places. To be frank, standing guard here isn't very fun at all, and so hot. These ruins are so intriguing. Judging by the condition of these stone fragments, I'd say this place is very old, perhaps as much as 1,000 years. Ah, you're friends of Sir Flynn. Please, ask me anything. I'll be happy to tell you whatever I can. We are here investigating the ruins to determine why Commandant Alexei came to these lands. However, with ruin excavation being outside our realm of expertise, we have employed the help of Ruin's Gate. But Ruin's Gate is with Jaeger.
So the Duke's friend helped us when we fell into the sands of Kagor.
You mean the monster we ran into in Kados?
Not a monster, an Entelekea. It must have altered the air at the west end of Kados.
I think I saw it before I passed out in the desert.
Do you think that Entelekea is friendly to humans?
Well, it did spare Estelle, so that's one. It's at least willing to give us a chance to set things right.
It's the same as Baul and Belius. Entelekea can use language, so we can befriend them.
Right.
Guess that Flynn feels bad about what happened with Belius, huh? And I can't talk to that last NPC. What the heck? Alright, gotta find a way to grind Flynn. Yup. Can you learn any AoE healing? Like, even Healing Circle would be better than nothing. I already know where Bakshin is, but... They say go back to Mantaic for now. And I also might have to buy extra copies of certain weapons if Flynn still needs their skills. That's gonna be annoying. Our Welcome Flynn Brigade sale is on right now, but the prices haven't changed. Yeah, same dialogue as usual. Wait, thief! Whoa! That was easy. Are you okay? Yes, thank you so much. I can't believe a knight saved me. I'm so happy. Geez, are all the kids in this town as reckless as you? I hope not. It would not have turned out well for you if we hadn't been passing by. I know, but I just couldn't let that thief get away. A lot of justice, I see. I'm going to be a knight when I grow up, so I can't just ignore bad guys. Becoming a knight is easier said than done. What do you mean? You tried to take on 2 adults totally unarmed. If we hadn't helped, you know what would have happened. Come on, Flynn. You need to know your own strength, and if it isn't enough, you'll have to rely on others to help you. It'd be impossible to beat a pair of knights watching each other's backs, right? But needing other people's help is uncool. Right. But dying doesn't get you anywhere. Worrying about whether you look cool or not is idiotic. If that's the only reason you want to be a knight, you'll never make it in a million years. Still, not many adults have a fraction of your courage. You'll become a great knight, so as long as you remember to work hard and don't get cocky. You think so? I do. I will work hard and I will become a knight. Thank you, sir. That gave me chills. I really thought you were just going to smash that child's dreams to smithereens. You really didn't pull any punches. I was only trying to impart some realistic advice. And it's not like he said anything that isn't true. All's well that ends well, right? Mark of Knighthood title.
It looks like the battle against you is over, Flynn.
So when did you become aware of Alexei's rebellion?
I've held doubts about the Commandant's orders for a while. After Yuri warned me in Nordopolica, I reconsidered previous events in a new light.
And you understood Alexei was pulling the strings in the incidents with Barbos, Rago, and Q more.
When I heard Lady Estellise was being held, I was certain. I only wish I had realized sooner.
Even so, you unraveled his plot on your own. We still have time. We'll get Estelle back.
Right. Patty, isn't it? Will you aid us in our mission to rescue Lady Estellise?
Do you even need to ask? We'll put an end to Alexei's schemes.
Okay. Turns out Flynn already has a few things mastered, like Super Chain 4. That's good. Now I don't have to use every single weapon in existence on him. Ability plus as well. Fill a base art with a second base art once per combo. Well, that actually puts him above Yuri in some ways. Nice. Here's something interesting I found. If you equip two weapons that contain sub-weapons that contain the same skill, the progress bar will look like it's filled up more, but once you take one of them off and switch to something else, the progress bar goes down. I guess that means that you can complete your skill grinding fast. Yeah, it looks like progress will stack if you use weapons and sub-weapons with the same skills. Yeah, so that might be a trick to learn certain skills faster. Okay, this is super important. Get Limit Quartet. This will get us the final over limit level. Yes, it only requires Airstone and Geostone, both of which you should have plenty of by now. Yes, we'll check that in the tutorial. I believe this one gives you full glory. You need to fill all 4 bars. Press up. Become invincible. No damage and no stagger. But you might still get status effects, so... Let's try this again.
I have an answer for you! Come on, Rising Phoenix!
Yes, I got it! Yes, Burning Phoenix is kind of hard to pull off. Yeah, for one thing, Rising Phoenix has to be on the art shortcut, not on the main arts. Otherwise, they'll trigger a burst art instead. And also, you have to tap the shortcut for Rising Phoenix right when the animation of the Phoenix itself ends, in order to activate Burning Phoenix. Sadly, I don't get to... Burning Phoenix does not get listed here at all. So you can't really keep track of how many times you've done it. It's kind of like a Mystic Art in that regard, since there's no usage tracking.
Tiger Blade! Giant Falcon! Tiger Rage! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! This shall be... That was a fine bit of training.
That is a fine bit of training. Seriously, the timing for the pickup hit on Tiger Blade and Tiger Rage afterwards you have very limited amount of time to input your next art. And since you have to use the attack button to activate the pickup hit, and then you have to switch off the arts button for to make another art happen, yeah, that gets kind of tricky. Took me quite a few tries just to get that pull that combo off using both Tiger Blade and Tiger Rage. That means I have to mentally process that combo and hope I can input everything in time. Seriously, Flynn, even though he uses a traditional Tails moveset, he's a lot harder to use than he looks. A lot of his moves don't seem to connect that well for me for some reason. Like, he seems to have more wind-up than Yuri does. It's basically like somewhere between Yuri and Carol when it comes to speed. Yeah. I don't think he's quite as hard to use as Judith, though, since Judith does require a lot of aerial gameplay. But still, everyone's just feels so much harder to use than Yuri and Repeat. Yes, and of course to activate that those extra hits, you have to get Tiger Rage and Tiger Blade up to a lot of uses. I think 200 or so. And yeah, a lot of my uses come from just trying and failing while practicing the pickup hit and trying to connect that to something else. And of course, since I have the ability plus, I can also go from base to base, but still, the timing, man, the timing. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of Tales of Vesperia. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.